Enjoying some time here in the garden. Got a lot of hostas going on. And the rest of the garden this year has been placed in buckets, except for the one little area I have in front of me, which is, well, we got two raised gardens still going on, but this one here has been left essentially fallow. I put a couple of squash in here, but they didn't work out. Today I just put a bean in. I'm going to be watering it soon. And this is a raised bed. There's nothing down below it, and what I've noticed in this is that it does not retain the water. So it's got to be watered heavily in order to refresh the plants. That's not the case, however, with the plants that we have in pots. For some reason the soil, I guess it was getting exhausted, so we were having, we had actually trouble with peppers for a number of years. And then this year came along and we're seeing some normal sized peppers in the planters that we use. There's the Tidy Cats. Okay, we got some old planters that we were using around the yard, in the front yard. We've turned those into bean planters. Got one trailing cucumber going on here. Struggling a little bit, but you'll see we have a very healthy cucumber set up in a different way. Here we have some tomatoes coming out, and the leaves aren't doing too well on this one, but we're still getting a lot of tomatoes out of it. The primrose, there they are. We do some bird feeding back here. Got a blackberry bush growing, doing pretty well. We'll be watering soon. I'll show you what it looks like after they get watered. So these were watered yesterday. They're going to have to get watered again today. More tomatoes on the vine. It's doing very well. We have 3 different types of tomatoes, 2 different types of peppers. We got the bell pepper. And over here, sorry, I can't recall. Long green pepper. And there were some more bell peppers here. This is a very happy year for peppers. Our first year when we did it about 5 years ago, we had a lot of healthy grass. There it is, coming out of the tomato plant. A few years ago we had lots of peppers, and then things past 2 years been a little difficult. We had some herbicide drift. Actually, we got a cucumber growing here. I picked 2 yesterday. That's doing very nicely on this raised climbing vine area for it, and you'll see a little cucumber there. And here we have some of our colorful tomatoes. How you doing? Stop there for a moment. We'll go move right on to the examples. There they are, some nice colorful orange tomatoes. We've got some yellow ones, and the larger ones are going to be red tomatoes. We have one ripening actually right now. Yes, a whole tomato. This area has been left fallow. This was all cultivated for the last 4 years, so it's being left fallow here. We'll show you again when we got it mowed down. And in the back here we have wildflowers, large blackberry bush. The birds have enjoyed the blackberries. That's where they were. And they were very large. Beautiful wildflowers variety coming up right now. And we have milkweed all through the back here. We see butterflies quite often. Let's take a look at our other raised bed, which we haven't seen since last year. Here it is. This is also dominated by milkweed. Where did it come from? Well, must have been a pod somewhere, but we're letting it go this year as the soil reasserts itself. There are wildflowers planted in here. Many of them were spirited away by insects and other problems, but these have survived, and we'll be seeing some flowers soon. Also planted in here, a few stalks of it, are some hemp. As you know, we were successful in raising 3 cotton plants here in southeastern Michigan, and we got 5 bowls of cotton out of it, so that was very exciting right here in this backyard. And now we're taking a look at some hemp and see what that can do. Next year we'll revisit these things. So we're having a very nice time with planting in containers this year. I recommend it. I wasn't looking forward to it, but it's done very well for us. I think we'll expand next year and see what happens. Some of these plants, the pepper plants at least, the pepper trees, will come inside and join another 2 pepper trees that we have that have actually survived for 2 years. So we had grew one out here in the yard, had bought it at a nursery, grew it out here in the yard, just 2 or 3 feet tall, and then dug it up and wintered it over in our garage / lab, and then brought it out again, brought them both out again this year, and they're doing very well. Gonna water them also. So we'll see these plants later after we watered them. Oh, it needs a water, it needs a drink right now. Thank you, talk to you soon.